we are introduced to the remedy now. That is 13th remedy, Gorse, it is called hope flower. After the stagnation, because there is a bombardment of authority, bombardment of medical people, and they also left him alone. Suddenly you have been left alone, there will be a stagnation, and you are in a state that what to do. So it's total disappointment was that there is a stagnation, and now you could find a kind of sunrise. You can say that it is a hope, a faith. A sunrise is a delight for people who are denied of the light for a longer period, and now Gorse comes. The another thing is the way he has found Gorse is very interesting. He has been thinking about a remedy which can heal, and he was actually laying in the bank side of bank, river bank, and suddenly a clear auditory voice, that is clear auditory, is that you can hear the voice. Look, like that, the voice came, and he has turned by the side, and he found that there is gorse flower there. So gorse flower is found in a way that it is ESP power. Like suddenly he has heard a voice, and he has seen by the side, he found gorse. So suddenly, a kind of another important thing you have to see is that when there is a stagnation for a longer period, if there is a problem and stagnation and authority, and suddenly there is an intervention of intuition and ESP, that is the cosmic call, cosmic invitation, or cosmic answer, it is you are coming. Actually, Gorse is a cosmic answer, a sudden delight it is. So this is called the hope flower. People who are in a state of giving up, and they are going forth. A condition, you can see the condition, that a person who is always uh, always in a state of disappointment, if you call or come, you can go for a walk, he will tell that walking won't help me in solving my problem. He'll be telling. If you ask for a tea, come for a tea, he won't tell that nothing will happen while you come with me. Another thing is, if a person who is in illness for a longer period, for a long period, if ask him there is a remedial system, another remedial system you can try, they will tell no. Disappointment is the full test. It is called a settled despair. They have settled that they are going to die. They are settled that there will not be any further development. They are settled that there will not be any kind of improvement. So you can see that in 1932 paper published, both people, allopathy people and homeopathy people are both indifferent, and medical council has sent a letter of warning, and now only he is in a stagnated state, and suddenly he has written, you suffer of yourself. And he also pointing out that people who are in the medical field, there is no commitment with medical profession. He is telling that period, you suffer of yourself. Is he has found that in during that Gorse period, Gorse finding the Gorse remedy, soul condition to illness and also mood. He has come to a point that there is a soul condition and there is a mood. So previously he has found that it is enough, that the 12 remedies are enough. But now, very important point is that because of the upbringing or in the society, we have been treated in a different way other than our uniqueness of character. If there is a person who is very creative, and he is in the family of uh, person who are very much orthodox, or who are patterning people, suddenly his whole creativity is gone, and he has been uh, covered with the pattern so much that Because of that patterning, he could not find the constitutional remedy. The patterning is so powerful. It has made the person become disappointed. See the all the for seven remedies of helpers. You can see that the seven remedies coming after 12, all are pattern remedies. It is being patterned by the society, the upbringing, the family, and also education. There is no disappointment in other living beings than men. Men are very disappointed, but other people are not. The other living beings are not disappointed. So you have to remember that a person very who is in need of God will not take any action, any initiative, anything, any step he cannot take. So he is cut off from the flow of nature. He is cut off from the natural ability. He is cut off from the intuition. He is cut off from the light and everything. You can see that the person is almost blank, and his whole eyes will be rounded with rings and things like that. We can see in a detailed way. God's mentality can be seen. Gorse, it is a bright yellow flower. It grows in the wasteland, hillside, heath, and commons. And occasionally it grows singly and also in mast. See the complexity of the flower. Suddenly it comes singly, and then suddenly it comes in masses in plenty. It is also called landscape plant. Uh, it golden yellow color with vivid green stems. When you see that it is also working, growing in the landscape, and when you see in the hill areas, you can see almost it is like painted gauze, dark golden yellow color flower. It is draws the light and burns like flames. It draws the light so much that you can see the glittering of the hill also. That much powerful it is. It is a woody shrub. It grows up to 2 meters height. During November to June, it is growing. Um, it grows and in the degree of 45 degrees, grows in the 45 degrees north. Uh, Most plant is full of flowers. There is no plant which is left without flowers. This plant indicates death and resurrection. That is Christmas. In Christmas season, it grows well, and in Easter also it grows well. Prolonged time period, it is growing. Uh, it reaches the peak growth in the Easter season. A very important message of Gorse is that it celebrates death and resurrection. Uh, it celebrates death and resurrection, like Christ is celebrated with for death and resurrection. It also have a good aroma. It smells like coconut and vanilla. Calls the bees. It calls the bees easily. This plant, important thing is that it has spikes and spines, and the leaves are very pointed. If you are going and traveling by the side of gorse tree, you will get scratches, and it is a kind of attitude of the plant, the energy of the plant, that it wants to uh, protect itself from animals and avoids protect animals and insects. It avoids drought. When you see grass is grown full, there you can get a lot of water. Root goes very deep. At this point, batches the quality that he has left the medical persons away, and he is more into the service and not to the competition. So very important point what the Gorse is telling is that I'm not for competition. I have my own unique way of telling things, and I reach out with people. I'm full of hope and faith. I believe in the cosmic law and divinity in myself. It is the message of God's. The leaves formed very easily. We can. It is very tasty also. Cattle and horses are fed with these leaves. Stems are cut and used for food for cattle and horse. Spiky leaves indicates that the subtle energy is there um, in the plant. A spiky interlock from stem to in the leaves are interlocked to stem and branches to branches. So there is a connection of energy. If you want to have a connection between your thought forms, between people, between a good relationship, and if you want to have a connection between soul, mind, and body, you need Gauss. It is a kind of divine connect, and it forms like a mat like structure. uh, Cannot be left alone. It is another important indication of that plant is that it is explosive and excitable. It has a explosive quality, a kind of you have sulfur in it. Usually pollination and a seed, or when seed are ripe, it explodes. Very explosion happens. While the explosion is happening, the pollen falls in the kneel of flower. That is the kneel of flower. Insects lands in the and the insects comes to the kneel of the flower, and the abdomen of the insects are covered with pollen, and it goes to the other plants, and it gets germinated, and the pollination is happening. Jumps like when there is an explosion, the the pollen jumps like got the pollen grains, thinks that there is an electric shock or things like that. There is an outer light coming through the explosion. It takes 4 years to get a maturity. That is a longer period. Seems to be dying, but it will not come. It will come out. When we see the Gorse plant, sometimes it seems that the plant is fully died, and suddenly it comes out when there is a water present. The only thing which is killing the Gorse plant is that extreme weather conditions, whether it is extreme cold or extreme hot. Appears to be dead, but it shoots again, like our hope, which is dead, and suddenly it shoots up, and we go on and on and on, like a phoenix flower, a phoenix bird. You can from the ashes phoenix comes, like that. Gorse. Uh, it is rich in alkaline. Very important quote it is coming is, it is a very line of golden strength. It is a kind of golden strength. I have people who are in the attitude will be telling that who those who are want of God's will be saying I miss the boat or things like that. Very important point to note is that if a person who is having a smoking habit, very important point, if a person is having a smoking habit and he tried for several years, even decades, that he left the smoking habit, and suddenly he picks up it, and he leaves it and picks up it, and he leaves, but intentionally he is wanting to leave away the habit. If you give the gauze to that person who has tried many a times but could not achieve in living the habit of any kind of addiction, gauze will help. Single gauze remedy will help. And even for persons who have kidney problems and kidney stones, it is helping, because those who are in dialysis will be having the quality of God's total disappointment, that there is no way to recover further. It will help a lot. And also they are calling uh, that there is a kind of cardiac dropsy is a term told in a book, that dropsy in the sense that if there is a water um, being collected in the heart, when you give Gorse, you can get recovery of that. And you need to understand these are not remedies for the disease, but the persons who are in cardiac dropsy or kidney failure or addiction, they will be thinking that there is no further improvement, and we have to settle down with these ailments. If that particular tendency is there, if there is no scope of recovery, there is no scope of living away the addiction. If they are settled with the addiction or ailment, if you give, there will be a lot of scope that they will come out of that problem. So don't go by the disease, go by the symptoms that disease has created, or the symptoms has created a particular disease. So keep in mind that this is about the plants thing. Yellow sun energy dominated flower it is. And a person who is always actually uh, a person who is been cut off from the cosmic flow, who has a lot of problems in profession, keep on changing the profession and did not be successful, and he has left away the profession also, and waiting uh, ailment connected with the ailment, there is no scope of improvement if the mind is there. Soul condition is that they have lost the hope. They have traveled so far, they have tried many things, and the travel is so intrinsic, so long, they have come to a condition that there is no hope that there will be there is an improvement, there is a relief. For that condition, God's is the greater relief. And they have resigned to fate, that it is my fate that I have to, somebody is ill, nothing can be done, suffocating, a mental decay, or flattered and stopped, and everything is flattered and everything stopped. And that kind of condition of person, if you see that kind of person, God will help them. Utter hopelessness, utter settled despair, and there is no scope. And if you go, and even while talking to them, you will have the condition that you get influence about that person, disappointment. So the nature of that person will be a shallow complex, a dark rings around their eyes, thinking backwards about the life, and there is no future. Future is not there. Powerful for that, a powerful plant is needed. Like he was searching, Batch is searching, seeing the person, because Batch has seen many patients in all over the system during Spanish flu, and also in homeopathy system and things like that. He has traveled with thousands and thousands of people, and now is trying to find out a person who is particularly ill in disease, and bodily condition is there, and because of that bodily condition, the God's mentality has come out, and he is trying to get a brilliant, resilient flower, and suddenly God has given through clear audition, auditory clairvoyance, like that you can tell. So He received from the banks of river Thames. Message clear, auditory, yellow, full bloom flower, and hope from hopelessness to renewal. Uh, they do not even complain. They are settled. Yes, I'm settled with my all ailments, all the problems, and things like that. They have lost the heart to try anymore. There is no scope for any try. And Gorse is telling again and again there is more service than competition. There is more service than competition. These people have a pessimistic attitude towards life. They think that there is no change that is going to happen. When Gorse is given, uh, it gives a capacity to flow with the change. Very important point. You have you will get the capacity to flow with change. If there is a thing, adaptability come, capacity to flow with change. So every time if you try anything, you are not adapting to the change, and because of not adapting, you left away. You are living to take a chance again. Very important point it is. You are trying to do one thing, and there is a thing which is coming out which you are not expecting, and you cannot adapt, or you cannot flow with the change. Because of that, you get struggled again and again, and the result is that you don't have any mood to take another chance. That is major point. Because God's, so you're trying for a job, one time, two times, three times, 100 times you are trying for a job, and you have left away the trying, and there is no scope of any trying also. Not even you are applying for a job in internet, or applying sending the resume. Now you take God's, suddenly there will be a greater chance that you will get a very good job. You will be air stuck. So the condition has to be like that. The mental condition has to be that you have to be in the utter hopelessness, that there is no scope of any further improvement. So this person will be telling that there is a piece of glass between me and the world. They cannot see the reality. They cannot see the reality, and it suits to all the thing: physical condition, mental condition, social condition, and also spiritual condition. People who have tried in many spiritual awakening sessions, and they do not get any awakening, and have left that there is awakening is itself is a fraud, or things like that, you them God's. There is a chance that instantaneous awakening will happen. There is I have to change the word chance. There is definitely uh, a possibility that you will get enlightened. The prerequisite is that you should have tried 50 to 100 methods of spiritual awakening, or gone with many people or gurus or techniques or systems, and then suddenly you have stopped everything, and you are in a condition that every system is bogus and it is not working. I am hopeless, and you just take one single pill, it will do. So these people are very doubtful, and this particular remedy takes longer time to get healed, because they have traveled so long. The remedy needs a longer period to heal them. So you have to keep in mind that there should not be when you start with that, there will be a scope, there will be a kind of change which is happening. Light will come when God comes. God is light itself, God is sun itself, and it is a very existence of existence itself that it gives you hope. The wholeness, the quality of wholeness is that my very existence is hopeful, I have come to the world because the cosmos, the divinity is very hopeful that I have to complete my another learning and understanding session in the world. That is the understanding when you take a remedy. And then these people will start from anywhere. Nothing is late to start. If it is 70 or 60 or 50, they will start from anywhere. There is no point that I'm old or things like that. Things like that. They will inspire others with their own confidence. These people, God's people, inspire others. In the deeper concept, everything is service in existence. Everything is service in existence. Everything is serene in existence. There is competition. There is no word like competition in the world, because everything is service, learning, understanding. Every inhale and every inhaling is a possibility of growth, hope, faith. Every exhale is again a possibility of resurrection. See beauty of that. Inhaling is birth, exhaling is death. Exhaling is death, inhaling is resurrection. Like that, God is giving the message that I am here, is full of hope, full of light, full of understanding, full of yet another existence, yet another living, yet another thing, yet another birth, yet another death, yet another destruction, or a resurrection. Destruction happens and then resurrection happens, and everything is a cycle, and everything is a cosmic flow, and I have to flow with the cosmic nature, which is change. So adaptability of the change, when I take responsibility for my action, the action will result in a kind of a result which is expected or unexpected by me, and whatever the result comes, I have to adapt that in a greater sense of understanding and learning. That is God's, and change is permanent, is the message of God's. Why there is a God's tendency is that I'm expecting something which I wanted. Actually, the result is that God, cosmos is giving something which you have to learn and adapt and change in a way that it is a greater learning which God is giving. So, um, with God's, there is existence, enlightenment, and also light everywhere. Thank you.